Hello, good morning. I'm still here in my apartment in Queens. How are you guys all doing? I think today's goal is I'm going to be easier on myself. I don't have Ezzie, so the instinct is to go full hard on trying to work and make up for the time that I felt distracted yesterday with Ezzie, but the honest truth was I was working anyway with Ezzie. I was just beating myself up about it. So today, I'm going to just work and try not to stress too much about things, especially since I got an email from a friend of mine from the neighborhood who actually had moved more recently closer to where there are a lot of cases. Her husband was really, really sick with it. And it put all these things into perspective about how she had to suddenly think on the fly about who would take care of her daughter, who's actually a good friend of Ezzie's, if her daughter was exposed. And normally we think of our backup plan as potentially even our parents, but our parents are vulnerable. What happens if very quickly you and your partner have to both go to the hospital? I mean, these are things that she found herself thinking about on the fly. And it's something that I think we don't think about. Worst case scenario, it's hard not to think about. I mean, a lot of us, I think, are thinking very vaguely about wills, not vaguely, maybe very specifically. This is dark for a sunny morning in Sunnyside. Wills are fine, but I think it's also contingency plans. Like, what happens if you both get sick? What do you do with your kid? Do you bring them to the hospital? I'm not saying these are the answers, I'm just saying things to think about. Who do you leave them with? You can't bring them to the hospital if you both have to be in the hospital. Yes, I have the wrong window cords. Luckily, no one makes these anymore. Don't buy them. Don't buy secondhand curtains. Full of the warnings today. See, this is mom anxiety. It's always ticking away. It's always ticking away. But anyway, things to think about. Contingency plans. Talk to your partner. Talk to your family. Think about these things. Confirm with the people who you might ask to be your contingency plan if something happened to you. Confirm that with them. I mean, these are like, I think her email just reminded me that it's here in the neighborhood, in the area, in Queens. Okay, so I'm gonna try and have a better day today. I know it's not really in my control, but I'm trying, okay? Let's see how this goes. Oh, but quick note, I feel like I have never, ever in my life been so grateful to co-parent with somebody that I get along with, who is on the same page as me, and all this thinking about contingency plans is easy, as if I had a married partner, we just kind of click. And I know that's just the dream when you're co-parenting, and I know it's not easy. And I also think about all the we have a story that we're running today, potentially, about an ER doctor who had her custody of her daughter challenged because she was going into the hospital. I mean, when you're a co-parent and you share custody, it doesn't matter how solid your custody agreement is or how great your co-partner is or anything. There's always this like niggling feeling of insecurity because, your kid isn't just, there's other factors involved in whether or not you have your kid. And obviously you're always going to have your kid. These are all these like worst case scenarios that are running through my head today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, I do know what's wrong with me. Pandemic. But can feel very vulnerable as a co-parent when you're sharing custody. So I'm thinking about everybody who is sharing custody through all this. I'm hoping it's all going smoothly. I'm hoping you're not having, reaching any kind of huge tensions. And my heart goes out to you because there's so many hard aspects to this, things you don't think about, but shared custody is one of them. And here is cheers to having a co-parent that I co-parent well with. That's all I will have to say on that. Okay, one more thing before I go, and then I will go and do some work. The question of the day, will I be able to do laundry? I've pushed it now to the absolute, minimum, absolute, must happen, because I am down to my last pair of underwear and I am wearing them. You know how you always have these backup underwear you don't throw out? It's just always there. You've had them for years. You're like, just in case. Blah. You've always been meaning to throw them out. Thank God I'm an underwear hoarder is all I'm saying, because it saved me some trips to the laundromat. And today is the day for the laundromat, right, Fergie? And I have to walk Fergie, poor Fergs. Okay, talk to you guys a bit. Okay. I'm venturing out to do my laundry because it's absolutely dire and necessary, and I have the 2 giant bags that luckily I'm only lugging a couple of doors over. Hey, look, it's gonna be really hard to keep that 6 feet distance from everyone because it's a little small laundromat, but hopefully it's not crowded. We'll see. I'll let you know. Okay, dropped off my laundry and it was pretty empty actually. So I was able to maintain that 6-foot distance from everyone else in there. Side note, Ezzie's toothbrush has been missing for a really long time. Luckily she had a replacement. And I had another replacement on the go. But look what I found at the bottom of the laundry basket. Toothbrush. Seems about right. Tracks. Hello. I picked up my laundry, but I didn't anticipate there it is in the background. I feel like this is a video series about laundry at this heart. I've got my Mom Life is the Best Life shirt to remind myself. So what I didn't anticipate with doing my laundry is that it was fine dropping it off, or starting it. When I went to go pick it up, all of a sudden the laundromat was super crowded. And then I also got a push notification on my phone from a news outlet with a story that was like, is 6 feet far enough away? And I thought to myself, oh, just trying the hardest that I can. I had the mask, I sanitized like crazy, and I just did the best I could. But it's stressful. Okay, I'm gonna sign off for the day and try and finish up some work here. As you can see, I feel like I'm feeling a lot brighter. But I have had less of that pressure because I haven't had Ezzie, although I miss her. It's like I said, I talk about this all the time, but you know, it's not one thing, it's the next. So, signing off on this beautiful sunny day in Sunnyside and hoping that everybody is feeling good in their spirits, as good as they can feel, and sending love and good vibes.